Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Airstreamers, where you never know what stream will ride. Just before we went on, Chris is staring at me. I'm like, "What's wrong?" It's like, "You're gonna wear those the whole time." I'm like, "Yeah, my eyes are weird." It's like, okay. I'm like, "Why?" It's like, "Nothing." And then just before we went on, he goes, "I'm getting a lot of Unabomber vibes from you right now." So welcome, folks. It's a Wednesday, and we are here on Airstreamers. I'm feeling a little bit in the dumps. My pain. Let me just restart it all.
Wait, before you get into your story, I just there's so many funny comments that came in. Jen said cheddar, mushrooms, and shingles. So my. And then everybody's laughing about how it's Wednesday. I mean, we're a big hot mess.
Yes, but that's Katie. We talked about that. Shh. What had happened was, and I feel like I haven't even used my voice in days. I'm like a real hot mess. I felt a pain on the side of my neck a couple days ago, many days ago, I want to say, like over the weekend, I want to say. And I was talking to Chris about it right back here, and how I was sort of like massaging it, and I didn't know if it was my TMJ or whatever it was. And then I had the one day, when was it? Monday, I was at work, and a student told me that right here, they were like, "Oh, Mr. Sivakis, why are you all red up there? Did you hurt yourself?" And I'm like, "No, not that I know of." Did you hit your head on something? I'm like, "Again, did I? I don't know. Is this like what concussion feels like?" So I looked in the mirror, and it was very red. And then I was on my Zoom call with my therapist on that Monday, days ago. And in the midst of it all, because I pointed this out because that was the first time I saw it really in camera. In the midst of it, he was like, "Oh, your eye's swelling. Your eye's getting red. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Am I okay? What's wrong with everyone just, talking about me?"
Yeah.
And how I look. So I panicked, and I went to the doctor, the urgent care.
No, you didn't panic. You were like, "It's fine. It's just like a rash or whatever." And I'm like, "No. Go to urgent care." You're like, "I don't feel like going to urgent care." I'm like, "Go to urgent care."
You said Beyonce no.
I did. I was like, "No, this is why we have doctors. Go do it."
And so I went.
And Ben is on. Welcome, Ben. Thank you. And he said, "I need a nurse's outfit." Yeah.
The other day,
Absolutely.
when I posted about us not streaming, Ben texted me and said that he hopes that you're an excellent nurse. And I said the best, and then he sent a funny GIF that I'll show you in a sec.
Is there flickering happening? What's going on?
Yeah, I saw it. I don't know. Everything's a hot mess. So then when I went to the doctor, and I just was like, "Look, I have this like TMJ thing. I don't know if it's related, blah, blah, blah." And she's looking at it, she's like, "I think you have shingles." And she like took a step back, and I'm like, Jesus, like this is where we're at right now. Like I'm freaking the nurse out. You're freaking me out at this point. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, the nurse or the doctor suggested you had shingles?
The doctor. Sorry, the doctor. The nurse just was doing her like.
She's like, another.
It was an urgent care
slimy one.
Yeah, and so the urgent care nurse, their goal is literally just to input the data.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. So like when she said how long ago did it start, I'd forgotten about the couple days ago, and she had already typed with her one hand on the iPad, and then I was like, is it too late to say that it was like a couple days ago? And she was like,
yeah, definitely.
And so when the doctor came in and she took the step back, that's when I was like, "Oh my God," I'm like, "This is bad." So that's where I'm at. What I'm experiencing, in case anyone ever feels this way, is the redness. The spots that are red are weird. The only way I can describe them is they feel really weird. I think I have ultimately a mild case of this because the doctor said if I take my Valtrex or whatever it is really early on, which I think I caught it, I'm like, I will be fine for the most part. It'll just be a mild case of it. So what I have is like a big red spot right over here under my eye, or rather on top of my eye. It's like a big bulbous thing. It's not like that bad if you were to see it, but what I'm feeling from that, because it's nerve pain, is just occasional like electrical spikes of like, that hurts a lot. And then sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better. I feel like throughout the course of the night, I always feel a little bit better than when I wake up. And when I wake up, it's worse throughout most of the day than it is in the evening. And I don't know if it's just because I've been like awake.
I don't know how to I don't know what the steps for comforting are. because
what?
like it's a very weird disease. Like
Yes.
you're outwardly presenting as fine, but then there's like these random moments of pain, and it's like it's not like, oh well, like I'll make you soup, because what are you
I
gonna
know,
do?
it
Dip
does
your
nothing.
pustules in soup?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird.
I'm going to take the soup and lather it on my skin
Yeah.
flaps, not that I have skin flaps, but I do want to say it's very important to recognize the level of support that Chris has given me over the past 5 days or so is unreal. It's unremarkable. It's remarkable how much he's done in his power to make me feel better, even though he's sitting here saying like, I don't know what to do to help you. Taking care of all the chores throughout the day, taking care of all the food items throughout the day, the shopping, the groceries, the everything. It's just been there. I just felt the pain.
I saw it. I saw the sparks.
Oh, it was real weird. It just felt it right there. But truly, I'm not saying this just because, but like this whole experience would have been a whole lot worse if it wasn't for Chris, and he's really top tier support system. From the moment I get up till the moment I'm in bed, he's there to do whatever I need for him to do.
There is a shingles vaccine, but it's only for like older people. And what's weird is that it has
it kind of makes sense though at this point, because if this is what I'm having, it's like not the end of the world. However, if this was like all over a part of my body and like that zapping was like all over, I think you would say to me, go to the hotel, or you would go to the hotel.
Well, I think how it works is that it's contagious for sure, but it's unlikely that I'm going to get it because I already had chicken pox.
The way that I learned after doing my loose research is that if you have had chicken pox, you cannot get chicken pox from this, obviously. But if you've never had chicken pox and you like brush up against me or part of my body that has that, you could get chicken pox. The other thing is if you've never had shingles and you've had chicken pox and my pustules or whatever, like the liquid or whatever it is gets on you, you can also get shingles from that. That's a way that happens. Apparently chicken pox is when you have it, is dormant. The shingles vaccine then becomes dormant in your whole body for the rest of your life. It's very unlikely you would get a second round of shingles, but shingles can form from like stress or from a weakened immune system. And ultimately the only thing I can really think of that week was a little bit of like work stuff, but also Eloise being sick. So, whatever, even if it's none of those things and my body was just like, now it's time for the shingles vaccine,
Yes, Garake said that they had shingles at 43, and I've heard of like a bunch of people having it. A bunch of people on Discord said that they had it. Pink said her mother got it when she was 75-ish, wasn't great. And my dad also had it, and he had a ton of pain when he had it.
Yeah.
And my aunt had it, and like it lasted for like 4 weeks. So
that's the thing, Jen. I promise you, I don't know the statistics of this, but I bet most of my students did not have the chicken pox at all. So my feelings, like what I'm feeling right now, it's not impossible for me to do my job.
But they had the vaccine.
What vaccine?
I think it's required.
The chicken pox vaccine
is required. Yeah, it's
Are you sure?
Varicella or whatever. I forget what it's called,
Oh.
but it's required. We didn't get it because they didn't have the vaccine when we were kids.
had parties.
We got chicken pox, and then I guess in the 90s or something it became available, and then everybody got now it's required.
My mom told me, I called her today to tell her all of this, and she was like, I know, why didn't you call me? Because she read it on my Instagram post or whatever. And she said that when we were in Greece, when we were up there at 8:12 early.
Yeah, you're on rapid fire tonight
She said
with the information.
She said that I got it, and then the whole neighborhood got it.
Oh, so you're patient zero?
I'm a trendsetter.
I bet. You know what happened? So
it means I'm
first,
social.
I want to say if Lena's on, Lena resubbed for 21 months yesterday. Lena, thank you. We love you. Lana has been subbed for 22 months. Lana, I hope everything's okay in Texas.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Crazy that you guys are getting storms again this year. Like you didn't have enough to deal with last year. I hope you have power and everything. And it's supposed to be really cold this weekend by us, which I'm not mad at.
Yeah, we were gonna consider going up to Camp Muskrat this weekend, but then the whole like shingles thing, Ellie, my mom, who's immunocompromised, I didn't want to like risk it. But when I called, whoa, oh, I got another one.
Are we gonna? Do we need a counter?
My mom said not to even come up at all because it's
I wouldn't. I mean, look, if she was willing to risk it, I would be like, no, not
I know,
with your mom. I mean, it would be crazy.
I know, but I'm saying regardless of that, my mom said don't come up regardless because it's going to be in the negatives up there, and that she just doesn't want us like having it's a little dangerous if you think about it. If we're in the Airstream, God forbid something happens, we're like stuck there.
She's saying don't come up to the Camp Muskrat.
Yeah. She's saying don't come up, like don't go up to the property, like don't do the weekend that you were planning on doing because it could potentially be very dangerous to do that. That's it. And also, welcome Doggy Pack for being here, and
welcome for being here, or thank you for being here, and welcome. I think that zap is going right to the brain.
Wow,
right to the brain.
Who, to me? Why? What did I say?
You said welcome. Thank you or welcome for being here. Or something.
Welcome. Thanks for being here.
I said that. I said thanks for being here. Welcome.
Patsy said lots of zingers. Do you mean the little zappies?
Yeah, it's right to the head. Oh, Bastet's here. Bastet, I saw before that you said, and I didn't get to comment because Elias was talking about all the zingers going to his brain right now. But welcome, and I saw that you're using Ra's account. So say hi to Ra for us if he's next to you.
Sandy said, I've heard shingles is horrible, pink, glad yours is mild. Now, I'm going to state it again. I don't know what it is that I should be expecting. It's just weird. This part is weird. It feels a little bit like burning every so often.
What happened was you got this grade A class of chickenpox in Greece, and then had a party and gave it to everybody else.
I probably didn't have a party. I probably was running around
and then spreading it like Linus everywhere. And then you got this really high-end version of chickenpox that you don't wait until you're 50 to get it. Shingles. It's coming in early. Yeah. Like it's dormant, but it's sleeping with one eye open.
I'm a trendsetter.
Yeah.
I'm 100% Greek. I got the Greek chickenpox. I got the Greek shingles.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I'm telling you, I can barely look at you because the Unabomber vibes are real strong.
Do you want me to switch to my other glasses? These are much darker than I thought, so I might end up switching to my
I feel like the
glasses.
FBI is going to watch this afterwards, and you're going to be on a list somewhere. It's literally straight out of one of those cartoons that they draw. What are they called? The captions or that the detectives draw. They have a name. I don't know, but whatever they are.
The portrait.
The headshot.
What in the hell?
Right, Lana? I'm telling you, they're the FBI.
Can you read Doggy Packs out loud?
Which one?
In
the last
green
one
up there. Yeah.
Elias is shingle and ready to mingle. I
got another one.
I read the first half up until end, and I was like, I don't know where it's going. And then
it delivered.
It absolutely delivered.
Sketch artists.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't know what they draw. They're just sketch artists.
They draw you. It's literally you every time.
I wonder.
Every single time it's you.
I need to tell you something honest here. Whenever I'm listening to a Dateline and it talks about the sketch artist, all that my brain can think of for a solid 5 minutes is, how do they get this out of them? And why are we not utilizing these people who can do this skill for far greater good? I know this is top tier good that they're doing, but I'm saying that I feel like they have a power that is unlike anyone else's power, a genuine superpower. And the way that I think they do it,
but I feel like if you're really bad at it, you're doing a disservice.
I know.
And so that's why I feel like if you do have that skill, you really need to be doing that job.
Yeah, but I think we should be recognizing sketch artists more.
I think we do. I just can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, or name me one sketch artist. I want to
have no
know.
idea.
I want to know who these people are. I think it's
Shaquille
remarkable
O'Neal does it on the
that
side.
he does not do that on the side.
I think he does.
I asked him when I
He
helped
draws,
him at the
but
Apple Store.
but when he draws, it's not on the little pamphlet. He draws on oak tag.
Yeah, as his
and one of those novelty pencils.
That's what it is.
That would be hilarious.
But you know how they do it? I think they ask
And then they would just hang it up on the side of a billboard,
And that's it.
And
It's
it's
built in.
done.
They ask questions.
Yeah,
Like specific, like,
yeah. Like, what size eyes do they have?
and then it's like small,
And then
medium,
it's like-
large, or whatever. You're like, oh, almond, or I don't know what. And then I think about me and how would I answer those questions? I would just talk
Unabomber.
for
I
45
just draw
minutes.
the Unabomber.
No, if they ask me, did they have small eyes? I don't know.
I'm
they
saying
had
it.
eyes.
I'm gonna clip it because I just want a side by side on the recap video of you and the Unabomber side by side because it's all I see.
Okay, now clip it. Yeah. Anyway, greetings from the Antique Arcade Attractions Attic.
What
said
is that?
JPP owner. I don't know. It's a lot of words.
That
though.
sounds so much fun.
Oh my God, Heidi, isn't Doggy Pack hilarious? I missed the puns. Danky. Do you know what that means?
Thank you
Yeah.
in German.
Yeah, but
but
I'm
it's also Danky Kang.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping you would do. Mary said our generation will have lifelong immunity to chickenpox. One good thing about having the infection as a child when it's pretty benign. As a child when it's pretty benign.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
right. No,
One
if
good
you
thing
get it
about
as a
having the
kid, you
infection
bounce
as a
back.
child when it's elderly
Yeah,
haven't
no, you
had-
bounce back when you have chickenpox as a kid. But
Yeah.
when you get it as like it's bad if you get it
I
as an adult.
know it's Danka. I know. I wanted Chris to say Danky Kang. That's what I was hoping.
Yeah,
you would go
listen,
for.
Charlie Boy knows. Charlie Boy, every time I do Dua Lipa,
Oh, there were 10 lessons
like-
today.
I know.
I was shocked.
I know. I'm just trying to keep my head above water
Yeah.
with Greek, and I'm doing it. And I have 250 days in Dua Lipa with Greek.
Congratulations.
But every time Charlie Boy comes on with the German, and it's like I feel like she's making the lessons. Like she's not doing the lessons.
I didn't
it's
think
like
there would be
I
that many to
submitted 10
do
lessons. Yeah,
In
exactly.
a day. It's
Exactly.
remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable.
I want to talk about what the new brown envelopes of happiness, the transition that we've made over the
yeah,
weekend.
but don't make people panic. Oh my God.
No, I'm saying it's a good thing.
Yeah, but like
'Cause two
it's
of them
not
already-
really a transition in like on their end. They're still receiving a brown envelope of happiness. Nothing's
Of
changing.
course.
The transition's for you.
No, but they get something that's different. Like Chrissy and when was both have the new version out in the postals.
Did it come to their homes yet?
I don't know,
Their
but I
postal
want to
holes
show
yet?
it. I don't think it's in their postal holes. But
My spy mailbox said I should have one in my mailbox today, said Jen. Oh, did you see
Aw.
a picture of it then?
no, Jen didn't get the new version. Jen is
Oh.
in Arizona. It takes forever. Arizona is real slow.
Oh, Wendy
Wenwa's
got it today.
Yeah, it's the new one, and I'm going to show it. Look at what it. There's a cat hole in here,
Oh my
a
God.
tooth hole.
You don't get this on your thing.
You don't get a tooth hole
Yeah.
on yours, but this is what they look like, and it's off. It's a little bit crooked, but it's fixed on the actual ones. And look at how cute they are. It's in our font, and obviously it won't have our address because we're not giving presents to ourselves, but it has the Muskrat Nation logo. Well, what am I doing? On it. It's
And
like
in,
legit.
like, full color. Look
It's
at it.
legit. So though that's how, and also to be honest, it's
This was born
easier
out of
for
the
me.
fact that Chris just doesn't
It's
like writing.
It's very official. And you know what? Sometimes I write, and you know what I do? I sometimes put when I do my 8s, I close the loop, and then I'm always like, wow, are they going to know it's an 8, or they're going to think it's a 0 with a teardrop? And then I have to tear it up and do another one. And so this is
You've
going to
torn up brown envelopes.
Oh,
of
I've torn
happiness?
them. Yeah. And so I'm also being more mindful of the environment by printing them.
Chow now said it's a collector's item with Chris's handwriting.
Now it is. Yep. Well, Chow now has a bunch of them.
If I wrote the ones and people in the post office saw it, they would think
I feel like I have okay handwriting.
you have lovely handwriting. I have a Unabomber's handwriting. And then what they would say is they would then Google me, do the Googlies, and see like, oh, they're live right now, and then see this moment happening right now, and let's count to 15, and they're attacking our door right now.
Oh, you know? Pink has all of her brown envelopes of happiness. I write everything, Sam.
Sam. I mean, I just like it's bad.
So
I'm saying my handwriting.
I feel like my math handwriting is much better than my actual penmanship.
Or penmanship.
But I think my math stuff is very nice.
JPP, I don't have the handwriting of a doctor. I have the handwriting of like a 2-year-old chicken.
But how though? I feel like that the Greek alphabet is very intricate comparatively to ours.
Okay,
and so
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Wait, but there was one thing that I want to say before we get off on you blowing my mind.
Got another one.
Is that Pink has kept all of her brown envelopes of happiness, and everything that you guys. I'm not a keeper. I'm like, once something comes in, I toss it. Like, and if I don't use it in 6 months, it's garbage. But what I do is everything that everybody has like mailed us and the letters that they've written and the Christmas cards that we've gotten from the community, those things I do save.
Which just says a lot about who you are because you're not a keeper.
I'm not a keeper.
And speaking of keeping, let's all learn a lesson here from Marie Kondo, who decided in her motherhood of raising 2 or 3 children or whatever, she no longer gives an F about tidying. So all that nonsense where she steps into someone's home and is like, well, you should do it this way, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. Why don't you do it this way? And now she's in those people's boots or whatever. She's like, F that all. That's how you learn. That's what you need to do. That's why my pile will stay. I don't care about my pile. It is what it is.
No, there's something about growth, but if it's a decided growth in the other direction, that's fine. I think the lesson is not to be dirty, but that it's okay to pivot at times when other priorities come. But that's the lesson.
Yes, but my point is she would step into a home, and she's a lovely person, but she would tell people of like, you know, this is the way I would organize. And in a way make you think like, well, why can't I organize that way? And it's because you probably have a family of like 5 people at home. You're in charge of a million things. One thing is not as perfect, so therefore you step back from it and blah, blah, blah. All of this goes down. And now she's in that position and she's like, I get it. Who wants to tidy?
Yeah.
Who wants to roll their underwear into little like
she made her money.
Things, you know?
Patsy's right. Wait, there was one other thing that I needed to
I mean, that's exactly it.
I wanted to comment on Evergreen. Broke their leg on Sunday. Jeez,
Louise. Oh my goodness.
I hope everything is okay. I've never broken a bone.
Well, you don't say
it
that out
scares
loud.
me. Like it scares me because I feel like it's such a commitment. Like you break it and it's not like I'm going to get like an afternoon. It's like you got to do the cast thing for a while.
Mm-hmm. And I heard it stinks below the cast.
Does it? Like, like what?
Well, because you're not cleaning it, so it's just sweat and foot for like for like a month. So it stinks, and then you have to get one of those little like things that you shove in to scratch an itch. That would drive me.
Wait, they have that?
Like I don't know if it's an intended like product.
Why can't they make a cast that is like an exoskeleton? You know, like the mech stuff.
Yeah.
That has like
where
it's rigid.
Well, they do that for the head with that. I forget what they call it. The halo thing. They do that. My uncle, wait. We can't get on anything.
You know, we said Elias was like, let's not have just chatting because we're gonna focus and just get right into the game.
I thought I wasn't gonna be ready to.
But we have.
Now I'm like,
we have a lot of things to talk about.
I woke up this morning. And the alarm went off and I'm just checking my dailies, whatever. And then on Facebook, there's a message coming in from friend request from my godmother. Now, here's the thing, and we're not going to go into full details about this, but my godparents effectively, for all intents and purposes, dropped me in a river and just let me be. That was it. Not in like a cute little who was the religious figure who was in the little basket?
Moses.
Not like Moses, like threw me off of, maybe not.
Wait, did he
that's
go in
aggressive,
the river? He split the river, but then I think
no, they put the little baby in the basket in the back because the mom was gonna die or whatever. So and she knew that if they would take his baby or whatever the story is, and so they put him in the water and he drifted down the water. And
wait,
then
was it
found
Moses?
him.
And then he loved water, and that's why he was able to split it later on.
Maybe that was her superpower. Like
Or-
she instilled that on him.
So wait, Moses took the trip down the river.
Yeah.
And then later on, he grew up and he then harnessed the power of the river to split itself. Or is it another baby that Moses harvested from the river?
Sia's daughter said, I used one of my mom's souvlaki skewers, which I think is in regards to scratching the itch of a cast, and I'm dead.
Lena, that's amazing.
They were all, yeah,
And
they were
also,
gonna kill all the
JCG
sons.
said a knitting needle scratches under a cast nicely. Listen, we've got a lot of problem solvers on this stream, and I love it.
My point is, that is what my family, my God family essentially did to me in about 2006-ish. That is now bordering on 20 years later. I have not seen, spoken, or heard of from these people in that time. And this morning I wake up to a message, a notification that I got a friend request from her. No, thank you, ma'am. We're good. No, thanks. That's not how we're doing
No,
this.
you should have accepted it, but then you could just spy and block everything. That's what you do.
No, absolutely not. I'm not giving in 1 second. My point of the story with
No,
that,
you got to get the gossip.
I don't care for 1 second about the gossip, truly. And you know who I am and how I am. But that husband, her husband, when we were younger, he's a very big, giant, Hagrid looking man. And he broke his neck in a car accident. And he
My God. I thought you died when you break your neck.
Well, he came in after the hospital with one of the Halo things. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
They're absolutely terrifying. And to consider that he was like 6'5" and like 350, 400 pounds.
Oh, it looked like Saturn,
It
probably.
literally was just orbiting. Like he barely could fit through doors. And he was like that for quite some time. So like it was...
I thought you died when you broke your neck.
I mean, I'm being dramatic, but he was... My point of the story is he was wearing a halo. I don't know how it happened. Who cares how it happened?
Jeez.
You know?
You know what?
I'm mad.
No, now I'm pissed you didn't accept the friend request because you could have scrolled back in time to when
Okay,
that
well, I will
happened and
tell
then
you-
get pictures of it.
I will tell you.
I want to see. I
I
want
will
to see
tell
Hagrid
you.
with his Saturn halo.
I actually didn't not accept.
Okay, well, we'll discuss this.
I'm not accepting it, but I'm also just... I kind of want to see it there to remind myself of how much
No,
I've
I can
grown.
physically click the button. And
I don't
accept.
want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Okay,
So
listen.
all that to say that I feel I was pretty good at connecting your story to my other part of my story back to the original.
I think it's
somehow.
been a wild ride, but everybody's buckled up and here for it.
Yeah.
So
Moses gained his waterbender powers as a baby floating down the Nile, said Fake Believer. Maybe Moses
Also,
is
wait,
the
no.
next waterbender. There was no more waterbenders in the last there. Oh, wait, no, there were a lot of waterbenders.
But then-
Korra was a waterbender. Oh my God, what if it's
also,
all
Short Pam
connected?
said just this is going back. I'm just catching up on some of the ones that I wanted to comment on. But we call it Just Chatting, but Short Pam said we should rename it Just Interrupting.
That's all that it's been. And Sandy Cat said, we love Just Chatting. We do too. I got to be honest with you. One of the reasons why tonight and most specifically yesterday, I was feeling very, very bad. Today, I'm feeling a little bit better. And I think the medicine is helping, or the medicines are helping.
Are you on multiple medicines?
Well, like the one medicine multiple
oh,
times.
yeah. Oh,
you know?
yeah. But then
I just
the
got another
option-
one right now. Oh my God. Oh, I hate that feeling. So
Don't touch it.
no, I'm not. I'm just pushing on in the nerve. Like this is, I don't have redness right here. It's that it's all connected. And it just underneath. It's like I have bubbles, what I think are bubbles, like underneath my skin.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
What is
it's
Sam
just-
counting up? 4.
How many of the zingles you have?
Singles. No, there is a big rash here, which is why I'm wearing my hat. I don't
No,
want
there-
that
yeah.
exposed.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
looks
if you think that
gross.
the Unabomber look is bad, you don't want. There's a rash, and then the eye rash, and then
Yeah. Well, Charlie, my hair, I have it sort of specifically done where my hair is like on it. There's a layer of hair between me and the hat, or the rash and the hat. And as I'm doing this, I'm touching the rash and it feels nice.
Yeah, you should wash that hat afterwards, I think.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
And it concerns me that you're like, do you put the glasses in the dishwasher? I don't know. I don't like.
I could throw these away and get new ones. These are gooders. They're only like $20.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
a good
wants
idea.
to see pustules.
Yeah, they're not really pustules yet. It just looks like
No, on your head
gross.
there are.
You saw them?
Yeah, they look like little like things. They're gross. I don't want to talk about this because it's disgusting.
But instead, let's talk about The Last of Us and mushroom people.
Yeah. What did you read in New York Times?
This is now getting
It's
a lot
sensational.
more. Yeah,
It's
but
sensational.
It's getting
I
a
think
lot
it's-
of traction. It's getting a lot of traction, and it's probably because of The Last of Us. But what they said, don't panic, everyone. Excuse me. But what they said is that one of the things that The Last of Us is based off of is the idea that a fungal infection.
I'm sorry, Mossy. Enjoy your Cheez-Its. Nobody should ruin a nice Cheez-It snack. They're literally the best things ever. And I feel like I am a terrible person for ruining your Cheez-It snack. No more talk of this.
I'm talking about The Last of Us.
No, we're
Which is
transitioning.
grosser. Because in The Last of Us, the show is rooted on the concept that a real virus called cordyceps cannot infect humans currently because we have a body temperature that's higher than what it can survive at, and so it'll just effectively die. But now they're saying that fungal infections are evolving to support higher temperature animals, or like, this is all very minimal in regards to, they haven't seen I was going to say a wallaby. Who cares about a wallaby? Like a raccoon being controlled by the mushrooms yet. But they're saying that this thing that Last of Us is created off of is kind of where we're going.
Great.
Yeah.
I can't with Deb's comment. We're 2 years in and still haven't learned not to eat dinner during the stream.
Sandy said, can you drink wine while you have this? I have not been. Wait, shingles, you mean? But I don't think that it really affects it too bad, but I haven't been because I just want my immune system to be like...
Yeah, the medicine doesn't have one of those labels that says don't drink during it.
And you know what's cool? The Apple Health app, you put in all that info and it gives you the things that might conflict and stuff.
Yeah, I think
your
that the
medicines.
concern is only that like you just don't want to lessen your immune system as you're trying to recover.
No, Heidi,
So I think
it can cause shingles in someone. If that pustule juice gets on Chris, he can get shingles from it.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, that's what my my doctor said.
I don't think so. I think that I already have the virus in me because I had chickenpox. I think I could get chickenpox if I touch the pustules. I think it's dormant in me, and the only thing that I would get shingles from is if I actually like had the same stressor situation that made it undormant, that they don't know what causes it. That's my not medical physician.
I read. I'm not going to Google it now, and we are not medical
Opinion.
people, but I think that
I think what Mare is saying, it's contagious to somebody who, if they haven't had chickenpox, or if they haven't been vaccinated for chickenpox, they would get chickenpox. They wouldn't get shingles.
Scratch my.
I think shingles is just the emergence of the chickenpox virus. So like, just like I wouldn't get chickenpox from somebody who has chickenpox.
All of this to say is the question was, can you have wine during this? And the reality is no. However, for tonight's wine, I will have some wine because it's the teensiest amount of wine,
Yeah, Chow Now, that's a good point, because they did say don't go around people who are pregnant or immunocompromised, because they obviously, like, if they're exposed to the virus, they're not going to be able to combat it.
Sam said from the CDC, if you have shingles, direct contact with the fluid from your rash can spread that to people who have never had chicken pox or never had the vaccine.
Yeah, they would get chicken pox. I've had chicken pox. And
Yeah.
if like for your students, assuming everybody has had the chicken pox vaccine, but I don't know. I know it's required in the state of Jersey, but I'm sure there are people who have exemptions. And so then what are you just going to now it's going to be grease all over again.
Yeah.
All over again. You're going to be there.
What's this?
That's my natural hue.
When I was at the doctor and I was leaning on my hand or whatever, I don't know what it was.
She's definitely
she's like, what's this? What's this? What's this? I'm like, I'm nervous. But I get it. Now I think I understand what everyone is saying. And Heidi, I totally get what you're saying too. And I think that it is mostly just spreading chickenpox. But we're moving away past contagions and we're going to instead talk about The Last of Us. I'm just kidding. But
wait,
yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but that episode this past weekend.
I know. I want to almost do a podcast on it.
I know, right?
It was so good.
It was unbelievable. And the concept of representation matters and realizing how much more committed you are to a story when you can see yourself in a story means the world. It's so different.
No, Sam, we won't say anything.
No, there's no spoilers.
But watch
at
it,
all.
Sam. Sam, definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Jen said that I won't get it because I'm immune to everything. My immune system is so strong that I'm literally attacking things that I don't need to be attacking. Like cat dander.
Leah said, oh, thank you, Chow Now, for saying that. Your latest podcast was excellent. I'm so glad that you enjoyed
thanks,
it.
Chow Now.
Love that. I want to watch the last episode again, said Patsy. I know, right? It's like now that we watched it, I think we can watch it in a little bit of a different way. So, yeah, Raw, for sure.
Oh, my God.
Chris's natural hot temperature will destroy all
That's right. That's the secret.
Mm-hmm. Leah had said that maybe Chris... if like he disappears for 20 minutes, is like in the bathroom shoving what did she say? Like vitamin C packets. Like
she's like snorting emergency.
Yeah.
And scrubbing my skin. But
no,
no,
and
I've
also
been
shoving using the whatever she said as suppository.
Yeah.
Just
like
full on.
Yeah. I think you can only absorb so much vitamin C. And I think it's sort of like
through the butthole or like in
I
general?
don't think you should take vitamin C through the butt.
That's the joke.
I mean,
you know that word, what suppository means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You boof it.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
well, there we
That's
are.
the medical term, by the way.
Wow. Anyway, do not put a vitamin C up your butt. Side note, have been playing a lot of the God of War game, God of War Ragnarok, and it's really good. My only complaint, I will say, if I were to do like a review on it, it's a little bit too long. I've never said that about a game.
No,
but
you know
it's
what?
Just
I've been
a little bit too long.
I was working all day, all week, and then I would come down and I'm like, geez, you're still playing this?
Yeah.
And then I came down at the end of the day today and I was like, geez, you're still playing this?
Now, with
it
that
just
said,
feels like it's forever. And this isn't even your first go around. You had another 60 hours prior to this.
Yeah,
before you stop.
I've actually only played 26 hours so far total, which is like not that much. I think the game is exceptional, and it's really, really, really good. But again, it's just that there are moments where like a storyline is happening and I'm like, let's focus on that. But then they're like, well, let's go do an adventure. And then it's like annoying, whatever. But it's a work of absolute art, similarly to the way The Last of Us is. Now, the reason I'm talking about this game is because this is the same studio. They're owned by Sony. Santa Monica Studio makes this game, and they're giving God of War the same treatment as they're giving The Last of Us. So they're going to be making a TV show of God of War similarly to the way they've done The Last of Us. And just you wait. The story is real good.
I know
And it's Greek
nothing,
mythology.
Jon Snow. Oh, wait.
What?
The Last of Us or the
God of War.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying they're giving it as much attention and like
as The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Okay.
But I'm just letting people
Who's
know
gonna
there's
play
more
Kratos?
to come. I think they're saying the guy who voices him will play him. He's the guy who gave the 45-minute speech at the awards recently, and everyone was losing their minds.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 20.
Yeah.
The game is already long.
I know.
Don't let him write. Don't let him in the writing room.
If you're the director or if you're like the filmographer of that episode and you walk in, you hand them the script and you just you're like, I'm gonna be here for days.
Yeah, it's no embellishment.
And then all the editors who have to cut all the extra and form the sentence they actually wanted him to say, but he just gave, And the irony of it all is that Kratos, the character, is the one who speaks least.
Charlie Boy said he's still giving that speech.
Yeah.
Are we doing the Super Bowl stream this year? I think that would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. When is it? Like now? Next week?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard
I got another one.
about it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, is that 5, I think?
That one hurt. I mean, they all hurt. It feels like the internal must not even, I don't know. It's just
February
falling apart.
12th.
I'm falling apart.
Okay. What are we doing?
We should be doing 1
wine.
o'clock right now, and then let's try to get to the game before an hour. In my head, I thought we were going in 10 minutes. Swear to God.
Have okay, I don't know.
Can I tell the story?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. It's just interrupting.
I'm going to tell the story and say something. I promise me you won't get mad. But it's a good story.
Fine. I mean, I can't promise I won't be mad, but I will get over it as long as it's reasonable.
The Kiki was remarkable. Oh my God. It was so much fun. The Kiki we're talking about is Ask Rana's monthly Kiki she does. If you subscribe to their social club thing. And I learned a lot about making this one drink, and it was really good. Really
No, we
good.
didn't talk about it, Jen. It was a lot of fun. And that drink, I'm not a big, I'm a simple drink kind of person. And this was still pretty simple, but it had a lot of ingredients.
Ingredients?
Yeah.
Wait, say that word.
Ingredients.
Okay.
What did I say?
Ingrain, like when you get ingrained, if something is ingrained in you. I thought you said ingredients.
No.
Okay. Great. Keep going.
Well, I passed that test. Great. But it tasted simple. It didn't taste like over the top, whole layers and the whole kit and caboodle.
No, it was not.
It was very nice.
It was very, very nice. It was a Nordic rum. So it's rum, but instead of the tropical versions of it, they use a lot of northern spices, like cardamom is one that I remember, and a bunch of other things that make it much more.
Is cardamom a northern spice? I feel like cardamom is
India
an Indian
uses,
spice.
Yeah, but didn't the whole spice trade thing?
Is that the path that it
perhaps?
took? That's the same river that Moses was riding on.
Moses.
He was riding. He started as a little.
I think it was the Nile, actually.
A little paprika seed, and he ended up being a whole nutmeg.
Said no one ever of Moses. So then they make it rum, however rum is formed. Then we muddled rosemary seeds. Is that how you say it? What are you laughing at?
It's
or is it rosemary?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rosemary is, I love it when you say it.
Rosemary seeds, we put little sprinkly
the
things,
pine
little
needles.
pine needles, and you muddle them, and then you put in simple syrup, ice, shake, shake, shake.
No, it was hammered ice. They gave a hammer.
The most fun. They gave a really beautiful bag and hammer kit to put in any amount of ice you want, as big as you want, and then you break it with a hammer, and it's really
nice.
It
did a great job breaking it.
Real great.
And I mean, it's a simple tool, but it's effective.
Yeah. And so all this came with the kit, by the way. And then you put the Nordic rum in, You shake, 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 and then you pour yourself a beautiful little like Nordic.
Why do I feel like
mojito.
I'm shrinking every single time? I'm like, I don't know where this camera's supposed to go.
My right temple is a bit red. Is it this side? Is that what you're saying?
We need camera people. When can we make it big enough that we can have
You're diverting from my story because you know what I'm
camera
going to tell
people?
you.
Okay, tell
You
me.
know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Do you know?
What?
The story that I'm going to share.
Oh, then it had club soda on it.
Yes, I mentioned it, but do you know the story that I'm going to share?
No,
Okay. Promise you're not going to be mad.
I'm not going to be mad.
So we talk about detention in Final Fantasy.
Oh, I'm mad already. I can't believe this is coming up.
But this is what I want to share. It's important. No, it's important. Just
No.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Chris, from the beginnings of detention to this
my
moment,
God.
has become a masterclass tank user. That's his role. And so when me and Chris talk about detention, what we talk about is like when someone says to Chris, because it's 4 people, it's a tank, a healer, and 2 of my character. So some people might say to Chris, oh, collect more of the enemies at once, or oh, run faster, or oh, do this, do
Just
that.
a little clarification for folks with this. Really, the tank is the leader of the dungeon. So you're going through it and you're kind of starting everything and absorbing a lot of the damage so that the remainder
folks.
people can attack.
Yeah, but-
and then there's the healer, which is
Yeah.
also equally as important as the tank.
The healer
because
needs to
they
heal
need
the
to make
tank,
sure that the tank is alive.
and the tank needs to make sure that he keeps everyone safe. Really, that's
That's the dynamic.
Completely.
And it's boiled down, it's that simple.
It's as simple as the healer needs to heal, the tank needs to stop the healer from getting damaged. And forget about my character, truly, like in that regard. We're just there to just attack. So, and you say, or she. Did we say he? Did I say he? Because I need to correct that. Did you say he?
Maybe. And because you know what? Then I called that Pink. That's remarkable that you said that because that was one of my arguments last night.
Yeah, because I think I said he when we were
No,
fighting.
the healer said he.
Oh, to you. Yeah. Okay, I apologize if I said he.
I might have said it.
The tank's job is that. So as we were playing yesterday, what I wanted to start off by saying, truly, legitimately, forget about the rest of the story that's going to happen. Chris was doing the best job he's been doing at tanking ever.
No detention.
Detention.
I've gotten accolades. I've done my thing.
People have specifically given him like, whatever the accolade thing is. Like, what's the word?
Commendation.
Commendation. At the end of it, you can report someone as like they've done a really good job, and he's gotten a lot of those. And
I also feel like I've learned my character. Like I know what I should be doing.
Yeah.
And I sort of like see the matrix loosely when I'm doing it.
I totally see that. And so this is what happened. So we were getting through the first part of the dungeon and our healer was doing a very bad job at making the healing happen. The point is the tank needs to survive. And I kept seeing Chris's health go all the way down, all the way down.
And I
just kept saying, like, what is this?
No,
tank,
and
this healer
I
doing?
I was doing like healing for myself,
Which you should never be doing.
which I shouldn't be doing because I was,
Yeah. And so,
of course, Pink played as tanks, and Pink, I'm sure you're leaps and bounds beyond what my capabilities are as a tank, to be honest.
I was going to say that, but then I don't want you to get mad at me.
No, listen, I can own it.
And so what had happened was that we died during the first part of the dungeon and during a boss. And I just kept thinking, I kept seeing the health disparity going. And I'm like, this is stupid. Like, we're really not doing it right. So then me and Chris have this vision of like, we can't wait for us to be able to give detention. Right? That's how this was going. We can't wait to deliver the detention of being like, hey, tank, you need to do this.
Because we're so alpha that we need to assert our dominance.
Because we've had it happen to us so many times, and now I feel like it's time for us to,
Right.
reap that. And so we died once. We had to go back in and do the whole thing over again. And at this point, I'm like, this is stupid. And then so Chris dies because he didn't get healed right. And then I'm like, I'm going to get them. This is going to be me. It's my opportunity to say what I want to say. And so I write in and I'm like, healer, raise Chris, or like revive Chris, or revive the tank is what I said. Healer, revive the tank. Nothing. And I'm like, healer, revive the tank. We're going to die. And then we died. And I look at the comment,
party
the whole
died.
party dies. Because if the tank die, if the healer dies, the whole thing's over. So we look at the comments, and this person who had not spoken once in the whole entire 40 minutes that we played finally probably ran and grabbed the keyboard, plugged it in just to be able to say, I did twice. He has to accept it. And then I look over at Chris's computer, and he never accepted the revive.
Look,
Okay.
it was trauma
Okay.
for me. I didn't see the pop-up. I was so focused on everything else that the pop-up went away.
And it kind of hit, like minimized. Okay, the pop-up minimized. And when it minimizes, what you need to do, click it, you need to be alerted and see it, and you click it, and then it says, do you accept the revive from the healer? You would accept or no. Why you would not want to, I don't really understand the mechanics of that. Maybe there's some things as to why you wouldn't want to, which is why they have it set up this way. But it happened, and I saw it, and I bet Chris rused the day that he saw me see him get that message.
I was totally backpedaling and smoothing things over with Elias. I was like, no, this is why I didn't accept, and here's the reasons.
So
and then
funny.
the person said he needs to accept, and I jumped on that, and I was like, well, look, I was like trying to deflect and alert Elias to like why this person was wrong, this healer was wrong, not me. And I'm like, they're assuming that I'm a he. They don't know. And you're like, no, you're wrong.
But I do need to say, separate from that particular instance, that was, Chris has been doing a remarkable job.
My problem was I was so turned off by their performance early on that I was disengaged.
And you weren't paying attention to, you should never be paying attention to your own health. And
I
think
feel
you
like
were
people,
doing
that happens in life.
Yeah.
People are like, this is not, they're not filling my fantasy. And I'm going to just I'm disengaging.
You were in a group project.
Yeah.
You were doing all the work. No one else did anything. And then you did not submit the assignment that you did, and therefore failed for all of us.
Yeah.
Even though you did it.
So I'm not taking any ownership on this. This is entirely not my fault.
It's the healer's fault. Okay, can we get to 1 o'clock? That's the story.
Was it worth it? Like, really?
It's a story. Before we started that dungeon, Chris, what I had said to you was, I really love this game. It gives us so many fun memories to talk about.
Right.
And this is one of those memories.
Totally.
As annoying as it was that it happened last night. And then we paired up with another group of people, and we did it in like lickety split.
No, they were great.
They were phenomenal.
They were so good.
I want to be friends with them.
What
are we doing?
1 o'clock.
Yeah. What are you delaying for?
I'm thinking of what I...
Oh, God. Close up of this monster.
Have we had this?
Does this help at all? Yeah, I think we
I don't think we have. It wasn't in the list.
I think we have had this one.
I looked in the list.
Should I do this? Is this less Unabomber or more?
That's bordering on Ladybug, Blue Ladybug.
Oh, I got one. What is that, 6?
I think it's 6.5.
Oh. It's the muscles. Doggy Pack said this to me yesterday, that the muscles in the eye are connected to like the main nerve. And since you move your eyeball so frequently, just generally existing, it hurts more than normal. And so I just went from looking this way to looking down at the wine, and it happened.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah, I'm getting Ladybug vibes.
Okay. Ooh, it happened again, but not really. That's not a real one. Frey Brothers. We did this one. It's a lot of words. I don't feel like reading them. Yeah, I'm not going to read it. You do it.
Frey Brothers. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's too many words.
With vineyards established in Sonoma County over 125 years ago. Wow. That's a long time. You'd think that they'd perfect it by then. I'm going to take forever to get through this because I have thoughts on everything. Frey Brothers Sonoma Reserve is part of the fabric of Sonoma County's celebrated farming and winemaking culture. Yeah, that's great. We craft our acclaimed wines by selecting the right grapes grown in the right places with Sonoma County's premier growing regions, allowing our winemakers to showcase the pure varietal character of each grape. Wow. That's saying a lot of words
with very little
no
substance.
content.
Yeah.
That's like when you have an essay that you need to write for school and you're like, and then George Washington decided that he was going to become the captain and name himself Captain George Washington.
Of the captain's ship.
This is okay. There's another paragraph, folks, so buckle up. For our Cabernet Sauvignon, we turned to the Sonoma County's region that's most renowned for grapes, Alexander Valley. Never heard of it. I've heard of Sonoma County, never heard of Alexander Valley, but it's the most renowned. In the warm, sun-drenched days of the cool, crisp nights, our Cabernet Sauvignon ripens slowly, developing its signature, rich, complex character and classic fruit notes of blackberry, blueberry, and plum.
BBP.
This is literally, they could have just said it's got blackberries, blueberries, and plums.
It's a wine with
Done.
BBP. Yeah.
And then it's 14.5. I don't know if we've had this, but Elias claims we do.
Well, the reason I'm saying it is because when I went to search in my list of wines that we've had, I saw this on there labeled. I purposefully label them the name of the wine. So
it just,
let's pour.
I would like
so
a little bit more substance. Like normally we get a family tree, somebody like I want to know more about the Ferry brothers, and I know nothing about them. All I know about is this region.
Katie, yeah, so that was suggested by my urgent care person that if things get real bad to go to an ophthalmologist. And so where it is, it's on my eyelid, but because I think it's all together very like light comparatively to what it could be, I don't think I'm concerned, knock on wood, but I'm going to be monitoring it. Tomorrow I am off from work as well. And I might, if like I'm nervous, if it gets worse, I will go to an ophthalmologist, but I just don't know. My thing is like, who do you go to that's like urgent for that?
I think you can call. I mean, you can't book ahead for.
I think I'm gonna have shingles in 3 weeks on my eye. Can I make an appointment,
is this
please?
Shingles? Or is this?
Oh God!
Just a zit.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. But thank you, Katie. I will keep everyone posted, and that's why I'm wearing glasses because
I
it
get
just looks
musty
a little...
grapes. Musty grapes.
So you know, in *Handmaid's Tale*, when June or whatever the woman's name is lives upstairs in that wooden room that's very dusty.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't she carve something inside the wall?
Oh yeah.
That room. Think about that room. It smells like this.
Yeah. Yep.
It's very musty.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
They'll put you on IV antivirals. Look, I think I've been monitoring it, and I feel like it's pretty much been stable. Like it hasn't grown. I think. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
I've been taking pictures of it. This smells like the inside.
It's gonna make a wonderful collage. You know when you're gonna get
Yeah, it's gonna be
when you're gonna get the iPhone reminders of like, oh, happy days with shingles.
Yeah.
2023.
Oh, I got another one looking over at Chris.
It does smell.
Maybe I'll go to an ophthalmologist tomorrow. We'll see.
I feel like if you say you have shingles, they're gonna take you.
I think this is pretty good wine.
It's good. It tastes. I do get the plum.
Yeah.
If we had it again, I want to know if we got the plum because I get it this time.
I'm doing that. There we go. No, I'm doing this.
Oh my God. OG Steve is celebrating 22 months and Elias has shingles, but first sports.
Do you get it?
I don't get the but first sports.
It's like we're in a news
Oh,
article.
breaking news.
OG Steve celebrates 22 months and Elias has shingles.
Have
but
we ever
first,
talked about
sports. Oh, I was... you ruined it.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say this.
We're the same person.
Yeah, this tastes really nice. It tastes like it tastes like a blueberry bomb and like plums, like a plum room. Like you're just in plums everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Katie.
It's good.
And Heidi, I've been thinking about that a lot. I've actually, yesterday, one of the big reasons why I was so like down and why I was feeling so upset was because I was worried about my eyeball and losing my eyesight. So I'm very aware of that.
Speaking of breaking news, have we ever talked about my love of Sue Simmons from the New York area? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And then the thing that I want to say is that Sue Simmons came up twice recently.
Yeah. Well, it just got me thinking because we've talked about Sue Simmons recently. And growing up, everybody has their local news stations. Our local news station was out of New York. Wait, I have? Tubi and Charlie? I can't believe that I've...
Moving on, we heard this nonsense already.
Okay, well, I just want to say that her cursing... What the F are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were being serious. Yeah. You looked... you've never looked in that direction. That was the weirdest thing.
I'm looking at the Unabomber. And
keep going.
Yeah, the video when she says, "What the F are you doing?" is just chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, who hasn't wanted to say that at work?
Many people have said it at work, including Sue Simmons.
Yeah.
You know? I think the clip may be in Discord, so Charlie.
Well, great. And there it lives. And it should, if anything should be in our Discord, that clip should be the
Is your mouse working for you?
Yeah, I got a mouse pad.
No, I'm sorry, the mouse pad.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can we move on to the game that we said we're going to play 10 minutes in?
Okay.
Side note, what's his face got, is it official that he got charged with manslaughter or whatever for killing...
Who? Oh, the Rust guy.
Yeah, what's the name? I see him.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Yeah, Alec Baldwin. So now listen, we are going to be playing some The Last of Us. We are
Look,
unable...
Deb is from New York area, the New York area too, and she understands the importance that Sue Simmons had on our youth.
What I think people need to be aware of with when we play The Last of Us is we are doing this in such a way where we think it'll never spoil anything that happens in the movie or in the TV show because we're way behind on the events of the TV show. So if you want to not have anything spoiled, watch and always be watching within the week. But my point is, I'm not sure if like something will sneak in or someone will be visible somehow, somewhere. So let's try to keep the chat to spoiler-free territory and just be general about what happens when it happens.
So what is it, the remastered one or
No, it's
part
The
one?
Last of Us Part 1, yeah. Remastered is a different game. That's the one that was for PS4, and they just made the animation better. This is like all different.
Just got my last OG blue envelope. I said that once before, and you asked if it was a surprise. Brown envelope of happiness. End of an era.
Yeah.
Frame it.
Yeah. And Chowna, yeah, Brandon Lee never got charged. I guess, I don't know why, but wasn't he, so Alec was not an actor?
No, he was an actor. I think he still is an actor.
But Brandon Lee was also the actor, wasn't he? In it? I'm confused. I don't know. Oh, no, wait. Brandon Lee got killed. That's what happened.
Listen. Yeah.
OG Steve, I don't know. I'm going to sort of see where he's at first, and then I'm going to run to pee while he's playing. One thing I want to remind you of before we start playing.
Alec was an actor and a producer.
Oh. And there were many issues with the production. Got it.
That makes sense. Ow.
What I want you to
My
think
foot
about
just got caught under the...
as you're playing
Yeah.
is left to right.
I don't really think much when I play. I want to escape when I'm playing a game.
You can't see me under these glasses, but I'm blinking furiously. What I'm going to say is your left to right movement, try to keep a little less janky.
Okay.
Okay? That's just
try.
it. Just think about that as you go.
Yeah, Chow now said I have to look around
No.
in circles when playing.
You
Chow
don't
now.
have to. All right, press a button.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
And now we have the game. So we have not Left Behind. Left Behind is a DLC
Oh, wait.
for it.
I need to move this over. And I need...
Oh, right. You can't
full
play.
game.
Jeez, Louise, what were we thinking?
What did we say? Last of Tuesday?
Last of Us Tuesday?
No, we...
Last of Us Wednesday?
Somebody was clever, so I don't know.
The
The last of...
Last of Tuesday? The Last of Tuesday, us in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I think somebody said, but
Oh.
that's not how you spell Tuesday, but that's okay.
Tues. Oh, yeah, it's not.
The Last of Us's... Us.
Play the game. Hit enter. Chris, we're waiting for you.
Am I in the slums?
Yes, just continue. Thursday. The Last of Us Thursday. The Last of
Thursday. Wait. But we're not on Thursday yet.
It's all the joke.
What's when? Okay.
Chris, focus. You have a lot of things to do. So you're
Oh,
with
I'm
Tess.
already-
You already
I'm
are
already
doing the thing.
A little crazy.
You haven't shot anything yet, have you? Do you know how to shoot yet?
I think I have, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Don't shoot Tess.
Was Day. I like the Last of Was Day. Can I look down yet? Like feel like I would look
you
down
can-
the stairs.
So do it. You do you. We're just asking for a little less
Over here,
circles.
Joel.
Oh, I don't know how to crouch. Does he do it automatically?
Circle, I think.
Oh, right in the hole.
Oh, you started this, I think.
Oh.
Guys.
Shit, I see him. How do you know they're coming? Two of our guys died trying to take Tess out. Guarantee she and Joel are on their way here right now. You're bothered.
Jesus. We shouldn't have taken this job.
Not our call.
Should I just go for it?
Stealth allows you to take out your foes without using ammo.
Oh, but I want it. Oh, jeez. That's a real aggressive test. Oh, wow.
How did the other guy not hear that? Remember how to listen, Chris?
That's me when I sleep, I think. That's how I breathe.
Move up. Move up.
How do I listen? Oh. Do you know how to...
L2, I think? No? I forget. There. That. And now turn.
Oh, there's a
Okay.
warm spot
But there's
there.
also over there a guy.
What does this guy have?
I think.
Echolocation?
There.
Oh.
So you're going to go up to him slowly. Oh.
Whoops. I think he spotted me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's coming right for
Oh,
me.
my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay,
Oh.
wait. Okay.
Oh, what is he doing?
Oh, my God, Chris.
How do I do it? How do I
Triangle,
do
think
it?
Triangle. And now stealth kill. You
Wow.
don't have to do. You can hold on to them in case you need to use them as like a body armor thing.
Wow. Oh, I'm still crouching.
Yeah, because you make less noise when you're crouching. You should.
Oh. Whoops. Huh.
So if you go near the window,
Can I do a little hoopty scoop?
yeah, probably.
Down
Careful.
on Jordan Street, a lone soldier showed up with a group of about 5 civs, all in handcuffs.
What's a sieve?
Yes. Fireflies.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a little
Line 'em up
moonwalk.
against the wall and bang, bang,
Careful.
I'm just exploring.
Just
Look
since
at
you,
this-
Since
look
you
at
can
this.
see the both of them, why don't you get an angle where you can see the both of them and observe their pattern?
I got a cousin.
Oh, they have a pattern?
Seriously?
I feel like people are
He
unpredictable.
thinks he's gonna save the world.
Maybe not the word pattern. I mean, like maybe just see where they're going. You had a real nice angle from before. Is all I'm saying. No, a side window.
Where is this guy? There's two of
You can
them. I only
listen.
see one.
You can listen.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go back this way. I feel like if can I jump in here?
He's going to see you if you go from that window. So go from that window.
Okay.
Go now.
How?
Jump X, I guess.
Hi, guys.
X. Point towards it and go down. Grab. And now after grabbing them, you can move around with L for a short time. Now kill him.
Oh, wait. How do I do it?
You did it. You did it. You're fine.
Jeez.
God,
This
I'm
is so aggressive.
Nervous.
I think
He
I
has a
did
key.
it.
He has a key.
Search the area.
Okay.
Now you can stand up. Grab his ammo. Like that.
Oh. What do you think this wine is? Probably
You
like
love
a 3.
looking at the ground.
I really do. And I feel like when I walk, I look at the ground a lot. So maybe that's just my natural like inclination.
Send
I mean-
the facts.
Yeah, as well, at least we know Fax has made it through the pandemic.
Oh, this is probably going to unlock. When you're low on ammo, look to other strategies to survive, like that. Grab the bottle.
Do another once over and then head out. It's getting close to
Hold L2 and press R2 to arc throw. Press R2 without aiming to quick throw.
Wait, am
You
I
can throw that bottle like far,
to
probably,
ju-
just to distract them.
them? Oh, I'm
right
gonna
in the
just
head.
hit him. Yeah, right in the noggin.
Hey, I heard something.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Oh wow, that's probably a little
Go,
too
go,
aggressive.
grab,
I
grab,
don't see anything.
grab him, pull him in, grab him, pull him
Fuck
in,
it. Let's go.
pull him in, pull him in, pull him in, pull him in. Come back,
I'm
come
trying.
Back. No, you
How do
press
I do it?
square.
Yeah,
Before you, now you gotta
Oh.
shoot. You gotta shoot.
I know. Oh wow. Hey guy. Listen, I feel like it's survival of the
Ready to go,
fittest,
Tex?
and if he couldn't get a good
You
shot
didn't even
on
check
me,
to see if more people existed just now. You just went right out.
oh yeah, I got everybody. There were 2 guys.
This game's mostly stealth, just FYI. So the goal is like, aside from the hole, any hole is like be aware of your surroundings and be quiet.
Okay.
There are moments where it's full blast like gunplay. Maybe I would have listened first to see if there's anyone up there. Before
Oh,
see
yeah.
there's someone over there.
Where? I don't see anyone.
The little white highlight.
Oh.
Listening means you're seeing beyond the walls.
Maybe I'm not the best listener. Oh, Doctor. Oh, wait. Dr. House. Thank you so much for 4 months with us. We love you.
Thank you, Dr.
And-
House.
Dr. House said, howdy, y'all. Been playing Red Dead online. Wait.
Chris, they're coming at you. Focus.
Nothing over this way.
Oh.
Either.
We're going to do a little do-si-do.
I'll check out this area, man.
What is Red Dead Online?
Red Dead Redemption Online. It's like Grand Theft Auto Online.
Oh, I wish I had that bottle now.
Got it.
Nothing. What about you?
What's your... what do you...
I'm taking a bottle.
Okay, I'm going to leave you so I can go pee. Good luck.
Fine, I'll just go up here. There's no people up here.
Well? You see anything?
Yeah, I think this is better. I like to avoid confrontation.
Oh, clear over here. You?
No, nothing.
Yeah. This guy's a goner.
I'm searching out here. Check over that way.
Oh, right when he turns this corner, I'm gonna snatch him. Got him. Yeah. You know, to be honest, I feel like a real important lesson here
Same on my end.
Oriole, I cannot that you do this. It's just the funniest thing. I can't. Oriole. Okay, my biggest complaint is there are mushroom people. We shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. We should just be like, let's work together and be good people. And none of that's happening.
You? Same here.
Oh, wow. Okay, there's another person. I see him. I'm going to get him. Oh. No.
All right, I'm gonna search out here. Search down there.
Oh, there's just a meeting going on down there.
Oriole.
Right, Chow now? I'm getting really tired of their little rotations, and I'm just going to kind of whole hog it. Is that possible?
You do you. You can play this game however you want to play it.
Oh, I got him. Got him. Yeah, you big meanie.
So part of the themes of this all, Chris, is this idea that you should not, like, we're humans against not humans. Clearly, we
Ooh,
should be
meta.
together. And think about real life. COVID happened, then it became no longer about us versus the disease. It became about my version of what I want to happen versus your version of what I want to happen.
100.
That's
That
literally,
is actually so profound, Elias.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just repeating what the game's like. Oh. Nice
Yeah,
job.
go look that way. I'm gonna.
You're going to squat off the poop bucket.
I think I got everyone.
All right, so keep going.
I hear audio, so can you not?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Steve said be sure to take the ammo from the baddies you
Did I?
take out.
Oh. Yes.
Nice job,
Got
Chris.
it. Got you.
Oh, take the ammo.
I think maybe I'm the bad guy. I don't know. I'm a meanie.
We should have brought more people.
They just slow us down.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get.
Can you open that now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Chris. Chris.
Oh, this is gonna wake everyone up. How do I do this?
Tap, 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 maybe? Or hold.
Jeez, I can't even. Oh. I mean, I feel like we're alerting the world to our presence.
Oh, he's...
Look, how did that guy not hear anything? Wow.
Here we go.
There's our boy.
Oh, is that the battery man?
That cocky son of a bitch.
Let's go wrap this up.
This could turn into a whole lot of fighting or a whole lot of stealth.
Did I do that? Oh, wow. There's
Grab the shiv.
Let's be smart about
Press triangle to grab an unaware enemy and triangle for a silent shiv kill.
Wait, triangle, triangle?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
Press the main pad button, Chris. Look, you can craft a shiv if you get the supplies that you need, which is tape and scissors. So, like, you got to be on the lookout for those supplies as well. Because this shiv will only kill one person one time. Grab. Yeah, grab a shiv.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wait. You just went. Grab. Now triangle. Triangle.
Oh,
Okay. Now move forward. Go high. Okay, grab the brick. Okay, now take it easy and like
listen.
look around. Then
I
listen.
need to listen.
Yeah. You make me nervous.
Pull this sucker in. I think I could just take the shiv again.
Okay, you said pull the sucker in. That's on you before you kill him to move him and then kill him.
Oh, I'm going to try to break this glass.
See what happens. Okay, someone's coming. Listen.
Nobody's coming.
Doctor, has anyone ever watch a video and you focus on one part of it that isn't really important, but you can't help but focus on it and be annoyed by it so much that you forgot most of the video? That has happened. Yeah.
1,000,000%. I feel like that's my life.
Chris, you're doing a real good job. Go. I would. Yo.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I'm gonna do this. Gotcha.
Now, move him.
No, I'm just gonna.
Do you know what I'm saying? Before you
No,
press
I'm doing
triangle
the
or
choker.
square, but you're gonna put him right in the middle of the road.
There's already a pile of bodies here.
I'm saying going forward. Like going forward as in practicing better body hiding abilities.
That's not my style.
Anything in there?
Nope. Somebody left a real stinker.
You could probably
in there,
stand
though.
up there. Stand up now. Was that a person there?
Oh wait,
No.
why did I just drop something?
You're making us real dizzy.
Oh, there is a guy here. But I had a block, and now I don't have a block.
Okay, you don't have a block.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
You can still aim and shoot your gun while grabbing an enemy. That's the point. You can hold them and aim your gun at that, like at others. So they're not going to shoot their friend. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks, Tess. She said to my left.
Jesus.
This guy doesn't know anything. I'm gonna get you.
Practice it. Oh my god. Can you practice it once? Are you listening to me?
Yeah. What do
You're
I do?
not.
Bring him in?
When you press triangle, that action just holds them.
I think I got all of these. Oh wait, this guy.
You're not listening to me.
Press triangle.
And that holds them.
Robert must have run in there.
Okay?
Let's go.
I think this guy.
Right here.
Oh, got him.
Tess got him.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a bat. What is? I'm coming for you. Oh, jeez.
Square to attack.
Oh, jeez.
What was your goal there?
I was trying to do the choker.
No, once they see you, you can't surprise hold them. That's stealth gameplay, that thing. You can only do them when they don't see
There's a
you.
lot of them.
Oh wait, I can't get all of these people again. I got a lot of them.
You did, yeah. It's probably the guy in there, yeah. It's just the one. I pause for a sec, because I think you're legitimately confused by the
Robert
controls.
must have run in
Listen,
there.
like,
Yeah.
and honestly,
Let's go.
listen.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be like unbearable.
Okay.
You're not listening.
I am. I
Okay,
just want to
listen.
get this guy because he's
Just
really
listen.
okay.
Triangle while you're in stealth mode will allow you to hold them, and then either he's going right.
Oh wow.
Grab him. Okay, now
They taught me the square. I hit the square.
that's an option, and you don't have to do it immediately. You can just hold them and choke hold them and move around with them. That's what I'm trying to get you to practice.
Patsy says that I'm gonna flare up your shingles again.
You should listen to Patsy. So my point is, press triangle to just grab them, move around with them, and then when you're ready to kill them or chokehold them or whatever, that's what you do. But if they're staring at you, you can't do triangle anymore.
Oh,
Then you have to
okay.
press square to just punch them in the face or shoot them.
Okay. I think I got it. I wish I could drive this forklift.
Choking is done without consent in the game. What's that?
Oh.
The 4 little dots there, I think, means that's how many times you can hit someone with it before. Pick that up.
Oh, wow.
What the hell are we doing with this guy? I don't like how he orders us around. I don't like his stupid ponytail, and I'm sure as shit don't like that he hasn't paid us yet. Not to mention that the people after him are some of the most dangerous in the city. What do you think, guys? Think's gonna happen when they get wind of our involvement?
This
You can-
sounds like real retrospect, like introspective.
You could press square in moments like this to just see like that.
But I
kinda wanna
don't
see it
know
in there.
why you would be writing this to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Put away or trash? Trash.
Leave it to Robert to piss everyone off.
I'm listening, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, so if you can probably stand up then.
Oh, he didn't see me.
What the hell?
I listened, but
Oh, he's coming right at you. All right, so just wait.
okay, I'm
And
gonna
then
do
you're
the
gonna
whole body.
triangle.
Whoa!
Grab.
So what do I do now?
Now you can just do this
Forever?
for like a little bit of time to scare people, and now strike them.
Okay.
Yeah, you're running out of time.
Oh, he's a gun.
Not bad, Joel.
Oh,
The point of that, Chris, is so that if other people are around you, you can use that person as a shield.
that's sad.
As you killed 400 people already. I think when she
I'm a
talks,
lover,
it's like good
not a
to
fighter.
go. Maybe go
Ooh,
upstairs
a
or
bottle.
something.
I'm doing this. I'm gonna duck. You better mother effing duck walk.
Walk
Walk
that
that
effing
mother-
duck. You can stand now.
Ooh, a hammer. No. Ooh. I'm getting. Where do I
Where
go?
does she
though?
want you to go?
Oh,
Maybe
the
that door.
Hello? I feel like everybody when you're born, you get a birth certificate and a box fan like this. Everyone has one. Everyone. And prove me wrong.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Back it
I
the
didn't
fuck back!
I
You
should
just want
have
to talk,
listened.
Robert?
We got fucking nothing to talk about.
Put your gun down.
Go fuck yourself.
He's running.
All right, you got to move, Chris.
Joel, this way.
Hold L1
See,
to sprint.
Beach?
Hold L1 to sprint.
Beach loves my distraction.
No, you got to move. They're telling you to sprint.
Oh.
Jesus. I'm telling you, sprint. L1 to sprint. Keep up with Robert or you'll lose him.
Okay. How do I do it again?
L1. L1.
Joel, this way.
Oh, whoops.
Come on, he ran in here.
Yeah,
Go,
I'm gonna
go.
get you. I'm
You
gonna
got
get
him,
you.
you got
I'm
him.
gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Which one did he go in?
Oh, I don't know.
I think the other.
Oh no, he.
Maybe out that window.
He's right there.
How do I do it?
Give us our battery.
Hello, Robert.
Tess will catch him.
Yes. Joel.
Oh my God, why are Cody and May mad at each other again?
No,
It
I've
seems
been
like they
this
should
way.
just break up.
Not at all.
All right.
Oh, Tiny Harding.
We missed you.
Look, whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say.
guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Yeah, sure.
I think
She's
what
got
they're,
some guns on
It's
those
complicated.
biceps.
what they're trying to do here is
on this.
show how terrible these people are.
Fuck. Stop! 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 Ugh.
Quit your squirming. You were saying?
I sold him.
Excuse me.
I didn't have much of a choice. I owed someone.
You owed us. I'd say you bet on the wrong horse.
I just need more time. Just, give me a week.
You know, I might have done that if you hadn't tried to fucking kill me.
Come on, it won't.
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
In the show, it was the battery.
Just give me a couple days.
Wait, who's bad people? Us?
Has
Us,
our
yeah.
guns.
It's the Fireflies. I owed the Fireflies.
What?
Look, they're basically all dead. We could just go in there, finish them off. We get the guns. What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those Fireflies. Just go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
Well, now what?
Well, shit.
I don't know. We explain it to them. Look, let's go find a Firefly.
You won't have to look very far.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, I'm getting all of this. This is great.
Clean Firefly.
Why are you here? Business. You weren't looking so hot.
Where's Robert?
Mmm.
I needed him alive.
The guns he gave you, they weren't his to sell. I want them back.
Doesn't work like that, Tess.
The hell it doesn't.
I paid for those guns. You want them back?
I'm getting
You'd have
all
to
of
earn 'em.
this.
How many cards are we talking about?
I don't give a damn about ration cards.
Maybe this is
Ooh, I got
exposition
one.
that wasn't
I need
in the
something
show,
smuggled out
like
the
a little
city.
bit more
Yeah.
depth.
You do that? I'll give you your guns back.
She said I need
Thanks.
something smuggled out of the city.
How do we know you got him? Well, I hear the military's been wiping you guys out.
You're right about that. I'll show you the weapons. I gotta move. What's it gonna be?
I want to see those guns.
Follow me.
Oh, Mare missed the
gotta
last
get
30
out.
minutes or so. Has to rewatch, she said.
Sun's out, guns out, and it's a
You gotta
cloudy
move.
day.
You gotta move, Chris. They're literally saying you gotta move.
Oh, which one is it?
That one there.
R1. Oh, no. No, wait. How do you run again? I forget.
L1. Stand
L1.
up, and then
Okay.
L1.
I know a way around this. Come on.
You're doing a great job, Chris. Yeah, look at you. They're
Wow,
teaching you all the
parkour,
buttons right
parkour.
now. You're doing it. So, folks who haven't watched the show or need a quick
How do I
reminder,
do this? Oh, there we go.
Marlene is one of the leaders, if not the leader of a group.
Wait,
of
Marlene or
resistance fighter.
Marlene or Merlene?
Whoever that is in front of us is the leader of a resistance group in this militia run organization.
Oh,
Whoa.
this is the set.
This is the set. I know.
Shit. Is that your people?
What's left of them? Why do you think I'm turning to you guys?
And
way.
Joel and Tess are smugglers. The reason I'm saying they want to establish you as bad
why
people
now?
is because they really, this is
Quiet.
their livelihood. This is all that they're
planning on leaving
doing.
the city, but they need a scapegoat.
Why are you looking
They're
down?
trying
Because
to
I'm
rile
curious
us up.
if they clean their gutters
they
and they
did.
don't. And it's
We're trying
nobody
to
likes that
defend
job.
ourselves.
Oh, let's go in this little. What is it? A dormer?
Yeah, dormer window. Yeah, now you
Yeah, presents.
you scavenge
presents,
parts to
presents.
upgrade your weapons at a workbench. Get all of it. Grab all of it.
Yeah, well, Tess is shoving me out of the way. Jeez, Tess, give me a break.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Look around and see if there's a workbench, only because they mentioned it, and I just want to see. I don't think there is. Okay, I
Ooh,
think
what's
you're good.
this?
I think you're good. I think you're good.
Oh, that's just shiny stuff. Okay.
All right, open the door. Yeah, they're pretty terrible people, which is why how the story sort of unfolds is so important.
What's this puzzle? Oh, there we go. She's bleeding out. I got duct tape. I just picked it up.
Hey, how you holding up?
I'll live.
And so the trade here is going to be them smuggling out something that Marlene wants them to smuggle out for their guns.
I should be listening, right?
No,
Or
you should be walking and following her.
Can
You'll
you remind me how to
know.
listen?
R1, I think.
But then he crouches.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to make noise.
Hold up.
Oh.
Soldiers.
Got it.
That's the way out. The door under the bridge.
I ain't a big fan of these odds.
We can sneak by them, even though I know that's not your style.
We'll see how it goes.
That's for sure.
Let's get moving.
I'm like a bull at a china shop.
You absolutely are. So now they're giving you this.
Get to that door.
Press L3. Click in the left analog. Click in the left analog. Did you do it?
I think so.
Okay. So it
Wait,
just is
it
what all
does
that
a little
does.
bit like of a karate move.
It does like a little zoom to show you where your goal is in that moment, which is
Okay.
that door.
How do I listen again? L1?
R1.
R1. I hear nothing. Tess, you're making a lot of noise over there.
Your existence. I think she's guiding you up those stairs. So go up those stairs.
I think I can run now.
Sprinting is loud and may reveal your position to enemies. You cannot run.
Oh, I don't
Jeez,
know.
Louise, they put you in the crouching position. Now figure out how, like, listen and figure out how you're going to get this guy and see what your best course of action is.
I think jump and then to choke her.
He's talking to someone. They're going to see you.
Oh, I should have. Oh, she's mad.
On your right, on your right, on your right. There's a guy there. You saw him?
Oh,
that's it. The firefight has started. So now you gotta get out of crouching position. Get out of crouching position.
Just like I gotcha.
Now the rest of
An
the fight.
airstream.
The rest of the fight will all be fighting. So stand up.
wait, how do I stand up? Oh, I got a club. Let Tess take care of it. Oh, evade.
Pick
Wow.
up the ammo.
Oh, I got a name and it's. I got a
Hit
board.
square. Hit square.
Yeah, I got a board and it's.
You need to
Name is-
press up to equip the health kit.
How?
Up on the D-pad. Up on the D-pad. And then press
I'm
and hold
trying.
R2. Press and hold R2.
I don't know what R2 is.
Just keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Okay, good. Now press right on the D-pad to switch to your weapon, Chris. Right on the D-pad. Okay,
This
great.
is crazy. I'm much more. I like to be methodical and thoughtful, and this.
I disagree because you started sprinting
Whoa,
before.
whoa.
Hit square. Hit square. Hit square. Yeah. Hit square again. Hit square. Go up to him and hit square.
I'm trying. He's not going. He's tired.
Take it easy, all right?
Strike him.
Oh wow, that's brutal. That's brutal. I shouldn't be that.
I'm
kind of
clipping
person.
that because you literally said I like to be methodical when 15 seconds ago you
I
were
know,
running
but
up
I
the stairs
was
like a bull in a china
methodical.
shop.
I feel like in life. Did I do everything? Oh, there's another one there. Who's that? That's Tess.
Yeah, just,
Much further now.
look around.
Geez, I want some of this. Whoops. Now I
can
always
stand
forget
up
how to
now.
do the duck walk.
Circle is crouch in most all games.
Can I get any of their weapons? Yeah. this-
Sure, you don't have to look down at the ground. If you just walk over them, it'll, like, when it highlights, you don't have to look at the ground, I'm saying.
I feel like there was
Go
a
in here and
person
see if
in
there,
here.
yeah, and see if there's someone in here.
Yeah.
You had a bottle.
Oh, what do I want more? A bottle or a brick?
They're just different of the same sort of type. I'm saying you already had it. If he puts it away, I think it's you press D-pad down, perhaps. Try. Yeah, it's D-pad down. To get to your,
Oh, okay.
probably go to the right. Remember she said you're looking to get to that door?
Wait, I think she went this way.
Yeah, maybe there's stairs that go down over there on the left, Chris. Because remember when you did at L3 to look at the door? Or that door? Yeah, down here. This is what you need.
Oh, I can do this and it'll tell me what the...
No, L3 only does it when it's like, when they want you to see something.
No
thoroughfare.
Thoroughfare.
Thoroughfare? What does that mean?
It's no, like, pass-through. I think it's a thoroughfare, not a throughfare.
All right, go ahead.
Go on, inside.
Do you remember in the game they did that? Or in the TV show they did that? I thought that was
Where are we
clever.
going, Marlene?
This way. It's not far now.
It is Marlene.
Yeah.
What are these
See,
buoys?
see already you're distracted. You just need to follow Marlene. For the purpose of making people on the internet not want to vom, you just kind of want to go in a direction that they want us to go.
but I'm a curious person.
The place is right up ahead.
So what you should do then is play these parts on a separate save until you get to this point to get that out of your system.
Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Listen, I'm not a rule follower.
Look at this. These graphics are amazing.
The hell are we smuggling?
I'll show you.
Did he say the Eloise smuggling?
What the hell are we smuggling?
Oh.
Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
See, like I want to see if those are
But it's
industrial mixers.
It's set up to just prevent you from going there. You'll know when something is something you can interact with.
Come on now. Get on up.
Oh, she's a goner.
Hey,
Here we go.
Let her go.
You see the shirt she's wearing?
You're recruiting kind of.
That's the one she wears in episode 3.
She's not one of mine.
oh, shit. What happened?
Don't worry, this is fixable. I got his help. But I can't come with you.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie, we won't get another shot at this.
Wait, so
We're smuggling her?
Just wait a
There's a
sec.
crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol building.
That's not exactly close.
You're capable. You hand her off, come back, the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapons. I can get patched up. But she's not crossing to that part of town. I want Joel to watch over her.
Whoa, I don't think that's the best
Ellie.
idea.
him. How do you know them?
I was close with his brother Tommy. Said if I was ever in a jam, I could rely on him.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
He left you too. He was a good man.
I could just take her to the North Tunnel and wait for me there.
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
No more talking. You'll be fine.
This is a little differently set up in this.
it is
Go
different.
with him.
Don't take long. And you, stay close.
In the show, they almost have her
Let's
as a
go.
prisoner.
Prisoner. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. But here she's like friendly with Marley.
Yeah, almost like a mother figure or friend or something.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't forget to feed your meters.
Look at already the grump face she has on. Can you zoom in on her? Press L2. Oh, well, don't point it at her.
Oh.
What happens if you do? Just out of curiosity, does he put it away?
A Jansport.
Oh, look, he puts it... Even though your reticle is pointing at her, his gun is not. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's
don't-
interesting.
Customer parking. I think this is a good stopping point.
Sure. Whatever you think.
Listen, I'm willing to. Yeah, look, this is expired. Somebody should be ticketing this. It's literally overgrown. This should be towed.
I don't think any of that matters anymore in a post-apocalypse world, Chris.
Whoa. I heard all the shooting, but... What happened?
Jeez.
Fireflies. Same thing's gonna happen to us if we don't get off the street.
You're the pro.
All right, well,
on you.
what do you think?
Well, I'm following your lead.
How do I
You're the one
save it?
playing. Press. I think it's saved, but you can press start and then go to save game, and then new game data. Just for now.
Yeah,
And then we'll
I
have
literally, I think I beat it, right? I got...
You didn't even get past the
Oh.
quarter of the way through episode 1. I'm surprised those are not ransacked, to be honest.
Well, look, these are empty.
Oh,
this
those
is
are
just a
empty.
picture.
Yeah, so they probably were
Everybody already
ransacked.
took the soccer
Yeah.
balls. Yeah.
I'm just surprised they did it so nicely. Like, what did they feed?
I
it
always
quarters?
loved those things as a kid.
That was my favorite part of going to the grocery store.
It was the best.
Press the home
Why?
button.
Why did we care so much?
No, before that. Press the home button. And then press the power button at the bottom. And then click it and then turn off the PS5 because I want to be able to move it back downstairs. So,
All right.
Yeah,
well, I
so-
think I'm a gamer now.
Yeah, I mean, debatable. You did really well. You have a lot more to learn, and you need to get comfortable with the controls. Right now, you're real like jangly with it all.
I feel like
Did I do it wrong?
I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, Nintendo Switch. So things that you need to focus on are knowing what up, down, left, and right on the D-pad is.
I just wish we were better people, right?
Yes, but it's all a part of the story. The story, without spoiling anything, will make you understand what many of the choices are that they've provided and why this game is what it is.
I know.
I think if you're not a gamer, something you'll see is that there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of death. Why is this? Why is that? Part of being a gamer in regards to the gameplay of the game is related to like you controlling something, you doing something in the game to like be the gameplay. And I think what this game does well, differently than others, is that everything is very calculated and decided upon. It's not just a run and gun shooter kind of thing. You have a lot of things to consider, even when
There's
healing.
not many enemies.
Yes, there could be many enemies, but they're also like
so far there's not many enemies.
When you're healing, as an example, like the fact that it takes time to heal,
Yeah.
as compared to just like a matter of like, there's a little bit more of a realism in this than there is in anything else, is all I'm saying.
All right, tonight's giveaway is a Muskrat Nation coaster.
All right, do it.
And is that it? We're just going
You're going
hog.
whole hog right into it. Cheddar's been here the whole time. Look at little Cheddar.
Yeah, he's such
so
a little
cute.
Cutie patootie.
Oh, he knows we're talking about him. He just yawned and doing the little thing as the screen came up.
Oh,
we need a better system here.
What a ham.
Yeah.
What a total ham.
We need a better system. All right, so enter to see who's going to win a Muskrat Nation coaster, I think is what you said, and in the brand new...
Coaster and in the brand new envelope.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
And they'll get a vinyl sticker with the decal thing.
Yeah. I went downstairs to pee before, and I looked at my eyeball. It seems okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it's just itchy.
You need
like
those,
more
like-
than anything. It's itchy, and I feel like I need like a compress, like a.
I feel like if you did
something
the
to just put on
blackout
it.
shades like that you get when you get eye surgery would
Yeah.
be better than these Unabomber.
You know, I've been wearing these glasses for years, and you've never once commented on them. And just before we go live, you're like, you look like a Unabomber.
I think it's the what do they call it? The toque?
The beanie? Oh, the toque.
Yeah, the touche. in Canada.
Yeah, an eye patch could work
An eye
too.
patch would be great. Yeah, then you could be a real pirate.
Yeah. I mean, I did it. I was on stream before. It's not my first time with my right eye when I got an infection because of the fact that I used,
when you got Stygabite.
Yeah, literally Stygabite, because of the fact that I used glue, actual Elmer's glue on my eyelashes.
Yeah, Katie
That was
said
a
that you should
stupid
see an
decision.
ophthalmologist just to be safe.
Yeah. I should.
Maybe that guy who we helped at the Apple store all those years ago still practices.
Yeah, what's his name? Rich? No, he was not an ophthalmologist.
He was.
No, he was a heart person.
No, he wasn't.
He was a heart person.
No.
And then his son became a heart person.
No.
What's the heart person's name?
A cardiologist.
Cardiologist. Yeah.
And no.
Rich Pryor, or that's an actor?
Pryor. No.
Yeah.
I feel like the father was Pryor and then the son was current.
Succession.
Yeah.
But I do also feel the little tiny bumps right by here, which freaked me out. And then I called my mom and she was like, oh, your father had whatever shingles, but they were like underneath. And I'm like, that's not a thing. And then I Googled it, and apparently internal shingles is totally a thing, where it's like what happens on the outside of your skin, but it's happening just under the surface of the skin. So you can feel them, but they're not going to be as visible with like rashes and stuff. I'm falling apart.
It's like, yeah, you are.
I don't want my eyesight to be affected from this stupidity.
Look,
you know,
I'm knocking on wood. What is this? This is particle board.
Yeah, it's definitely not wood.
Particle board is wood. This is wood.
Yeah.
Chow now said you'll be fine, and I agree. I think you'll be fine.
I'm not like
but you
overly
could be
concerned,
safe
but
and
yeah.
go to an ophthalmologist just to be safe.
Yeah.
Assuming they can squeeze you in.
Yeah,
Just
we'll-
be like,
we'll
oh,
see.
look, I've got a beastly eye. I wore Unabomber glasses for 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
They'll understand.
Especially if I say the name Airstreamers.
Yeah.
They're going to just... maybe Muskrat Nation if I drop
Sam
Muskrat
is
Nation.
totally right. I think Sam, because everybody who I've seen write about shingles online, because, you know, the internet is a really great place to get medical advice. #no. But everybody's talked about how it's always around the eye. And
No. It's not always around the eye. I did a lot of
but
research.
it's common.
It's common to be around the face.
Because they're always like...
It's one side of the face, and it's always like basically what I have going on here. And then if it's not the face, it's the side of that would get affected by like the abdomen and chest. And then it's like a spray of stuff. Is
Yeah.
usually what it is. But they're saying the doctor at my urgent care, when she talked about it, she said, this I'm concerned about a lot. She said about the eye. Like, make sure you're monitoring and be careful. And if not, you need to go to an ophthalmologist and get it checked out. So that's
Katie said, wherever you go, bring business cards.
Yeah, of course. Just drop that. Heidi said it's a quadrant thing. It doesn't pass a specific area. It's like a hard line. Isn't that so weird? And when I read it online, they mentioned it as the midline, that the midline, if you draw between your eyeballs down to your belly button, whatever that line is, that's where the big level distinction is. It's on one side and will not ever cross that midline. What even is that?
Maybe we're not even... We say that we're a person, but I think that what we're learning through shingles is that we're actually multiple pieces of a person.
Yeah. We are the effects of
like
Bullet Bill or whatever his name is.
Yeah, we're basically one big puzzle piece, a walking meat puzzle piece.
Yeah. Buffalo Bill, not Bullet Bill.
Because it's like,
yeah,
it's
totally
weird. Real
I think
weird.
I'm going to throw these glasses out. I'm going to wash this. I'm going to get a new pair of these glasses.
And get a new body.
And I also need to probably disinfect these ear hole covers, you know?
All right, I'm closing the giveaway.
Yeah, do it. All right, and the winner... Oh, wait, did you do it?
No, I need the magic sounds.
Hold on.
And the winner is...
Congratulations, Kathy.
Congratulations.
You're getting the first new brown envelope of happiness.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
The first announced shingles rate.
Yeah. I have to sneeze.
Kathy will send you a coaster. Type !winner and go to the website and fill out the form, and we'll send it in from the mail.
Thank you, folks, so much for tuning into another episode of Airstreamers on Friday. What I was thinking of, I didn't post a schedule this week because I've been like out of it. So Friday and Saturday are sort of grab bags of things we can do. I have an idea for one of the days, and I'll talk to Chris about the other day, and we'll go from there. We will see you again. Thanks for tuning in to a random ass Wednesday episode.
Yeah,
And
random,
thanks for
but
being
so
here.
much fun.
Total amounts of fun. I loved it. I appreciate you being here. The support is incredible in this community. Thank you, folks. And hopefully by Friday, I'll be like a little bit better. We'll see. And that's it. Have a good night, everyone. And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Airstreamers. See ya.
Bye, everyone.